Hello and welcome to an album a day 392, going through my vinyls, my CDs, and 45s and all that good swell. 45s or vinyls. Today I've got one that I don't think would come out today because we're so culturally sensitive to words and things like that. I don't think that this would come out, but this came out in 1969 when people didn't care about things like that, and this is a 45 that was in our cabinet from as long as I can remember as a child. So we had two octagon tables that were, they matched our coffee table that we had in the living room. And these octagon tables had doors that opened, and inside one of them we had albums, and then the other one we had incredibly poorly managed 45s. There were just stacks of them. We had tons of them. And because of that, most of them were not in sleeves. Most of them were just stacked up, 20, 25 high, really not taking care of them, as I'm extremely careful with things now, but that's how things were done back then, which is why so many of them are in bad condition now. But I got to thinking about this song, and I thought, this isn't one I'm going to want the album from. I don't even know what the album is, but we had this 45. I love the record label, which is the main reason I bought it. But it's really, I think, the titles that are going to be the thing that maybe wouldn't work as well today. So I'm talking about the hit from the 1910 Fruitgum Company, Indian Giver, on Buddha Records. I love this logo. Absolutely love this logo. Always have. Fascinated with it as a child. On the back, we have a song called Powwow, which, again, like going right along those lines, don't know whether that would be accepted today. The only year that this 45 was issued, which is typical for 45s, only to have 1 year, unless you're talking about like Modern Times re-releases and collector's editions and stuff. Typically, it was the year it came out, which is 69. And all of the releases that I could find on Discogs, except two, were 1969. The other two were unlisted what their year was. My guess is 1969 because they didn't seem to be modern re-releases. But that aside, God, I just love that logo so much, that Buddha Records logo. That always made me smile. It's a cool song. It's got a great bass line. Yeah, there's definitely some things about it that I think would not fit in today's world as far as, the language. It would be probably potentially considered mocking and not supporting the language, that sort of thing. But it was music. We didn't care about stuff like that. We were just making music about whatever we wanted to make music about. Obviously, I wasn't born until 72, so this is not one I was involved with. But yeah, it's really interesting just thinking about like the history of me with this song and how far it actually goes back, because I don't remember a time not knowing this song. So even when I was very, very young, again, born in 72, I don't remember a time, obviously when I was first born, I didn't know the song, but as it went on, like I don't remember not having this 45 around, not listening to it from time to time. I actually like the song. And Powwow, I don't remember. I'm going to have to listen to it again. I haven't had the chance. There's a couple of minor scratches on it. It looks like it isn't anything too bad, but there's no cracks. It's in otherwise good shape, so I'm hoping it plays well. We will find out. But yeah, so that is our controversial disc of the day, if you will, the 1910 Fruitgum Company, which I love that band name. I don't know what Fruitgum is unless there's like a gummy substance or you make something from fruit that can be a gum. That would not surprise me. I'm not familiar with any of that, but I like the name. Why it's 1910, I don't know. Might have just been a year that they picked that sounded good. Who knows? But it's a cool song, I have to say. And yeah, I'm glad to have this back in my collection. I have another one that's a really old one that I don't think I owned the 45, but my grandfather did. And I found a decent copy of it, and I have it on order. Unfortunately, the ongoing issues with our postal outlet here in Tulsa has gone on beyond now. This was, it had shown that it was going to be delivered last Thursday, but it also showed it was still en route. Then Friday it showed it had arrived in Tulsa, and then Saturday it shows that it was leaving for Louisiana, and now it is currently marked as in Louisiana, en route to next destination. What next destination is, I have no idea. If they know where they're sending it, I don't know why they didn't post it on the website. So I have filed a request for it to be traced and figure out where it's headed and what's going on with it, because that's just very strange. Of course, they're not going to refund us any of the money for their mishandling of the package, and I'm not upset. I mean, things happen, mistakes are made. It's a small package. I mean, the size of a 45. Literally, the box is not much bigger than this. If they shipped it traditionally, so I mean, I get that things get lost, things get moved around, but you know, if you mess up, you take care of your customer. That's the way it should be, but it isn't. So I'll be curious to see where that goes. But that is one that I'm very anxious to get because, like I said, it relates to my grandfather, and it's a pretty fun song. You know, they had some fun songs back in the day. They weren't always just serious or about love or whatever. There was some good fun stuff. So anyway, I will quit babbling on. Be back soon with another one as we wind down the last few in the current collection. I did find a really good deal on a special EP that was just shipped to me today, so I shall have that Saturday. So maybe if that one arrives on time, maybe I'll do that one this weekend. But in the meantime, we'll have more for you as we wind down the last of what I currently have in the collection. Have a great day, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.